Hey everybody, how you guys doing tonight? I'm doing very well actually. Right after recording this and uploading, the Eagles play tonight, so I'm very excited. We got Thursday night football. Another thing to be excited for, that means one more day of the work week, and then we got Saturday and Sunday off, so hopefully everybody can take time to relax, catch up on things they need to do. I'm going to be doing things around the house and catching up on all that and relaxing and hanging out. So today, I'm going to bring you my favorite book I'm currently reading, Vanish #2 Spotlight. But before we go any further, I'm just going to take a step back. And this is a total disclaimer and a warning to anybody that was affected or has any issue with 9/11, the September 11th attacks, the tragedy that happened to this country at that time. If you have any issues with that at all or get offended in any way, I'm not here to kind of debate or give you my views on the matter. I'm not a political channel or anything like that. I don't want anybody debating or really kind of going into detail about the attacks or anything around the event besides this book. But in the first couple pages, it has to deal with that. So if you have any issue with that, please, I don't care about views. I don't care about any of that. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. Please turn off this video or just skip ahead until after the first couple pages of this book, and then you can catch the rest. Because like I said, it's just the first 3 or 4 pages. I will say, I do think that Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman should have got together and put like some kind of warning on the front of the book, or when you first open the book, there should have been a one-page spread kind of talking about what's going to happen, and again, kind of a warning. I do agree with that. I think they missed the boat on that kind of hard, but other than that, I do agree with it being in the book. Um, I like the reference of it, and I do think it's important to talk about it, not forget. And as long as it's not being joked about or slandered or anything distasteful like that, I think it's definitely a good thing to remember events like that, because I don't know about you guys, but I was in sixth grade when that happened, and I think Donny Cates is a little bit older than me, so that's one of the only like major tragedies or events that has happened in our life besides the pandemic that recently happened. There hasn't been any like crazy wars or anything like that that's directly affected us. So I get why he used this in the example, and then when I bring it down and we get into this book, you'll understand what I mean. But like I said, I just wanted to take a step before I go any further, and you see the images in this book. That is a total disclaimer. And again, if it affects you in any way, I'm from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry for anything that happened with the event that affects you and your family. But if you're okay with it, we're going to zoom down and we're going to go through this book page by page. All right. Again, before we open this book and dive in, because it's right off the rip on the first page, if you have any issues with the attacks of 9/11 or September 11th whatsoever, or have any negative opinions, I don't even want to hear it in the comments or anything. I don't want any debates or anything going on like that. I'm just giving you the warning. Turn off the video right now or skip about a minute ahead after the first like 3 or 4 pages if you're still interested in the video. But again, we're going to dig into it. So warnings have been made. So here we go. So like I said, right off the rip, you got the kids. This is kind of showing a flashback. And it says, once upon a time, a group of magical little boys and girls went on a field trip to the faraway land of New York City. They were just, the year was 2001. It was a Tuesday. So it kind of sets the stage right there. And basically, their teacher is trying to show them a lesson. And the way Donny Cates uses this as a reference, could he have done something different? Sure. But again, this is his book. This is what he went with. So I respect his decision as a writer and an artist and everything else. So it says, this wonderful magic cloak allowed them to see the world beyond its veil in slow motion, but can't be seen. After all, hadn't that been the headmaster orphan why he had brought them there on this beautiful day in September? It says, surely he couldn't have known what was going to occur that day. Why did we not save them all with our mighty powers? It says, no, of course not. Those kind of things happen in tales of terror and cautionary tales of horror and war. And it says this is not that kind of story. So we all know what happens. It says this is a fairy tale, and they make the first plane disappear. They're all celebrating happily ever after. And then it says, After the second plane hit, Oren made us watch as the tower burned and fell. A lesson, of course, one of many. Stop one war, it said. They'll incite another. Catch one from falling and another will be pushed off a ledge. Catch one plane. It was this insane isolationist doctrine of Oren's that would eventually lead to the rise of the Vanish. So basically saying their take on man, and I mean, it is true in some points, that man always leads to war. No matter what we do, there's always conflict with our species. There's always conflict in the human race, which can be avoided, but in all actuality, war is inevitable. So here it cuts to him going to a show. It's the magician Deacon Dust, which was one of the students, one of his friends as a kid. So he's going through all his magic, goes to his room, and then that's when Oliver tells him to come to the roof, and then Deacon tells him. And then he's like, you did effing what? Telling him how he attacked the other guy. Says it was him. Ravine, that was him. So you effing killed him. Jesus, dude, I didn't say I killed him. I thought you needed money, man. So he's basically coming to his friend thinking he needs money, thinking he needs help, but no, he's trying to recruit him to help, saying they don't just get to walk away from what they did in the past. So now Deacon's talking about how his wife, Oliver's wife and girlfriend, is one of the most powerful magicians ever. So she doesn't need any protection. It doesn't need anything. He says, you want help? Go home. Go home to, his powerful magician. So he says, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. She says, Oliver, oh my God, because he's hasn't been seen in 2 days. And then basically she touches him and he's wearing a glamour, which I think are cool because they're basically like face cloaks that basically shield all your injuries. And he's like, I have to tell you something. So he basically breaks down, tells him how he met the other dude and how he fought him and all that. He says, no, it's not a joke. He's not lying to her, everything like that. Gives her back her ring and she says, are we safe? Then it cuts to basically like the Justice League, but they're all evil guys. Says we're effed. Don't be so over dramatic, Bottle Rocket. So you got beaten by a magic user. He says, here, let me show you, because he doesn't believe it's Oliver that's back. And he says, F me. He says, believe me now. And then it says how he's got hollow engraved on his forehead. So it says it's Oliver, it's him, he's back, and he knows what they did. So my favorite thing about this book is it's real gritty. It reminds me of early Spawn, reminds me of that early 90s vibe to all the comics. So maybe that's why they kind of went with the more drastic 9/11 reference, because like I said, it is more of a gritty book. But again, it's still my favorite book I'm reading. I highly recommend it to anybody out there. If you can still find it, pick it up on the racks. I'm still going to be covering it. So yeah, other than that, today's Thursday. One more day. We grind through that. We got 2 days off. After I film this and upload it, tonight we got Thursday Night Football. The Eagles are going, so hopefully they pull that off. Tomorrow I got positivity and shout-outs. Please keep using hashtag shoutout on all and any of my videos if you haven't been added to the board, because I want to get all the homies up there. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys have a great day. I love and appreciate you all. Let's keep grinding. Let's get to 300 and then let's keep rising from there. Thank you. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And as always, I hope you guys found what you're looking for. Thank you.